Welcome to CTV News Your Canada. It's Tuesday, October 7th. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
Deep left field. It is a grand slam.
A moment in Blue Jays franchise history. Caught in the stands by Brendan Craig, barehanded, overhead, in the second deck.
Instincts took over, and I played ball my whole life, so all those years of practicing and playing, they finally paid off.
Craig and his wife bought their tickets on Facebook Marketplace to catch the game.
Funny enough, the person who I bought the tickets off, his pitch to sell them was good spot for a Vladdy bomb.
The seats lived up to the promise, made sweeter by it also being the first Grand Slam in postseason franchise history. But the history-making didn't stop there.
6 Ks through 2 2/3.
Rookie pitcher Trey Yesavage took the mound in his first ever postseason start.
He's built for this game. It's awesome.
Setting a franchise record 11 strikeouts in a no-hit postseason game, and he did it in just 5 innings.
What a nice young man that very pleased the way he's handling the situation.
Yesavage felt the support at the mound.
The energy and the passion that this fan base has, and all 44,000 people that were here tonight, it's special.
With the way the entire team played this weekend,
Now Varsho drills one.
fans are feeling pretty confident heading to the Bronx.
3-0 and keep going up to the World Series.
The team is so good this year. I think that they're gonna go just up till they win.
Optimistic but not cocky. So I think we can get this series, but it's one game at a time.
Craig will be watching, Grand Slam ball in hand, but what he's going to do with it?
I don't really know, don't have a plan yet. If they're interested in it, I'd be happy to talk with them and get it back, because it's a pretty historic ball.
In an historic series that's not over yet. The Blue Jays and the Yankees are back at it tomorrow for Game 3 in New York City. That game gets underway just after 8 o'clock. Reporting live, I'm Allison Hurst. Nathan, back to you.
To celebrate his 14th birthday, Jack Beardsworth wanted to golf with his dad.
Let's go.
He picked up the sport earlier this year, but he's already hooked.
Not gonna lie, not all my shots are good. I did just start a 9-iron.
But he's confident enough to give his dad Derek some tips.
I could kind of tell that he was a natural from the start.
Days after his 14th birthday, on the 14th hole, he swung his 8-iron.
Ah! No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
I ran straight down to the hole, see if it went in. As soon as I got there, I saw no ball on the green, and I was like, oh my God, it's in the hole.
Hole in one!
What did you think of that moment?
In disbelief, in shock, barely ever happened, so I was pretty happy that it did to me.
Oh, buddy! Wow! Yes! I didn't have the phone out at all day, and so as we came to the 14th hole and he teed up, I thought, hold on, I'll take a video, and proof that we were here. And so, yeah, that was the one video and one kind of photo I decided to take for the day, and that happened.
Oh my God.
Okay, dude, that was awesome. Oh my gosh.
Hole in one.
Wow.
What did you want for your birthday?
Money,
And what did you end up getting for your birthday?
A hole in one.
A gift this father and son got to share. Sarah Plowman, CTV News, Hillsborough, New Brunswick.
A high-stakes kitchen, celebrity judges, and 15 determined home cooks. That's the setup for MasterChef Canada's season premiere. And among them, Londoner Ashley Treadway.
Was floored. I was shocked. I was super excited. I was really scared and nervous at the same time.
Treadway is a nurse practitioner who says she first learned to cook out of necessity.
My mother was a terrible, terrible cook when I was a kid. It was shake and bake and sidekicks, and she knows this. She's going to kill me when this is aired. But it was so disgusting. I started cooking as soon as I could reach this stove. I think I was 10 years old when I started cooking.
Now her go-to dish is anything but basic.
Today I've made a squid ink fettuccine with pan-seared scallops. MasterChef Canada kitchen is surreal. It is really nerve-wracking. You're with a whole bunch of people that you just met, but easily become a family really quickly. So it's my little MasterChef family is what I call them.
In the first episode, contestants face the Black Apron Battle, a pressure test where only 12 earn the coveted white apron and a chance to stay in the competition. For those who stumble, a second chance signature dish could save their spot.
Very proud. She worked so hard to get it. She worked so hard with all the jobs that she does. And to make time, first of all, to cook for a family the way she does, but then to take her passion onto a TV show has been pretty amazing to watch the journey.
Ashley, we'd like to taste your dish next.
And while Treadway hopes to someday publish a cookbook for busy people like herself, for now, she's just soaking up the experience.
I think my favorite part of being a part of the MasterChef Canada show was just that I was chosen. Like, I was good enough that the judges and the production team saw it in me that I could compete in that environment. So that's a huge honor.
From her home kitchen and now to national television, Treadway is proving that passion, hard work, and a little heat in the kitchen can go a long way. Rita Ismail, CTV News.
It was a weekend of smiles and connection as the Deaf Retreat for seniors wrapped up with a final stop at Science North. Hosted by the Bob Rumble Centre, this was the first time the event has been held in Sudbury.
People from all over Ontario, and some of them haven't seen each other in 25, 30 years, so it's really terrific that they're all here. The services that we have scan the entire province, and we just kind of opened here in Sudbury, and that's the really important thing, that we're here to celebrate that as well.
It was a jam-packed 3 days that included nature walks, line dancing, making dream catchers, and a presentation given by a deaf Indigenous woman. Over 50 attendees came from the Toronto area, while more than 30 participants traveled in from across the Northeast. Webwood's Denise Jarbeau was one of them and says she enjoyed meeting new people.
Everybody signs differently, and you try to figure out what people are saying. And I'm an LSQ user, and we are socializing with ASL. Not everybody's Francophone in the room, so, I like learning from other people, and I really did enjoy that this weekend.
This year, the Bob Rumble Centre officially opened its doors in Sudbury, giving the deaf community in the north a new resource. Officials say its presence helped fill a significant gap, not only in essential services, but also in social connection.
We've had people from Mexico, Peru, Barbados throughout the summer that have come. So it's been a really, exhilarating thing to see a lot of deaf people coming to our center and meeting people and not feeling isolated when they come to the north. People are language deprived because they're not socializing. And it's important for them to keep their language because it's their language.
With the retreat a success, Lamondin says programming will continue to ramp up as the new center aims to be a year-round resource for the community. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
The Calgary Counseling Centre and Counseling Alberta are asking, are you feeling okay? A free, anonymous online screening may help those at risk of or dealing with depression to get connected to support.
Once you know that there's an issue, there is help available, and the sooner that you have it looked at and addressed, the easier it is to manage and deal with and get support.
This is the 20th National Depression Screening Day. It's actually a week-long initiative, kicked off at Calgary's Central Library downtown. Organizers say they don't want people to miss the early warning signs or struggle longer than necessary.
It's okay to reach out to capable professionals out there who are willing to support and help.
She estimates 1 in 4 people will develop depression once in their lifetime. An estimated 1 in 5 Albertans are at risk of some adverse mental health event just this year.
It's just kind of a sad time to be living in, perhaps.
This attendee also plans to complete the screening and says she prioritizes her mental health with a breathing exercise.
Belly breath, deep breath in, and then just a little extra breath on top, and then slowly release.
Although her mental health can be an ongoing struggle, she says she's fortunate in many ways.
And I'm very, very grateful to have the support network that I do now. And I recognize that this isn't like a reality for many people.
The online screening tool is available in 6 languages: English, French, Chinese, Punjabi, Spanish, and Ukrainian. Stephanie Thomas, CTV News, Calgary.
For Sarah LaBelle and Derek Robinson, seeing their little ones participate in Halloween festivities hasn't always been easy.
We've always have found it challenging to be able to go up, and the fact that Jackson's able to get candy himself in his own bag is pretty amazing.
Their kids, Jackson in a wheelchair and Knox, who is autistic, are going door to door at the 4th annual Treat Accessibly Halloween Village in Stittsville.
If people could realize that not everything is accessible, and more people bring their treats down to the end of the driveway, it means so much to families like ours.
The event put on for children with mobility, sensory, and intellectual disabilities.
In 2017, my daughter and I were putting pumpkins on the stairs to our door, and we looked up and we saw a little boy using a wheelchair. And it occurred to us that he couldn't trick or treat at our house because of the stairs. So our daughter and I created a lawn sign, which, like you would say today.
Since then, Accessible Halloween Village has grown to other cities and to more than 250,000 homes across Canada.
The fact that we can all do something together, we can all enjoy it together, that's like the big thing. Like, we look forward to it every single year. Happy Halloween!
The event aims to foster a more inclusive Halloween by bringing together neighbors and families of all abilities.
Being a part of a family that has a child with a disability, it's nice to come here and meet other families that are similar to ours.
And creates barrier-free trick-or-treating stations so all children can participate.
The goal that we have for the future is 1 million homes treating accessibly by 2030, making Halloween the most accessible night of the year in communities, not only in Canada but the world. And we want to show our children that for them we can adapt to anything together.
Camille Wilson, CTV News.
With Thanksgiving just around the corner, many people are grabbing some last-minute items from the supermarket for their annual dinner. But more and more often, people say they are downsizing this year because of the increasing costs of food.
Yeah, just buy what you really need and maybe a couple of luxuries, but really have cut back a lot.
The food bank in Barrie continues to see record numbers of people in need of food support. Last month, it served more than 7,500 people. This month, it's busy handing out Thanksgiving dinners with a bit of a twist.
And so we have the option now of double the meat or a turkey, and that help us manage our inventory.
The food bank says it's taken the new approach because not everyone wants a turkey. This way, people who do can still get one. The cost of turkeys just too high to service everyone. People who use the food bank say it's been a lifeline of sorts for them as everyone seems to be struggling with the cost of living.
I'm not stressed at home. I'm not telling the kids that they can't eat. I'm not saying to them, like, you know, we got a ration.
The Thanksgiving food drive is still short on its dollar and food donation goals. The money donations have far greater reach.
When we buy in full pallet quantities of food, and we're taking advantage of wholesalers and deals that the grocery industry provides us.
For people who don't use the food bank, taking a few extra minutes and being a little more selective seems to be helping their own bottom line.
I'm looking for things that I need, but also really paying attention to things that I see.
Now, while demand is up 14% year over year at the Barrie Food Bank, its executive director says the number of first-time users is actually down this month for the first time in a long time. Keep in mind, the food bank is still collecting donations for its Thanksgiving food drive if you want to help out. Rob Cooper, CTV News, Barrie.
Living near a National Historic Bird Sanctuary is a unique experience for the Nordic family.
The scenery, the quietness, we say it's so quiet, it's so loud, it's quiet. It's hard to describe.
But it's not just the serene surroundings. Troy says the sanctuary provides an educational opportunity to his children.
I've learned that there's a bunch of birds here, and it's just a really good place here.
Many different birds, and the sunsets are very amazing. Like, it's just beautiful.
The Last Mountain Lake Migratory Bird Sanctuary, located 165 kilometers southeast of Saskatoon, is home to millions of birds using the space for various reasons, including migration.
The birds will go up the continent of North America from where they spend their winter, which can be in Texas, in Minnesota. It could be all the way down to South America, Argentina. They spend their winters there, and then they hopscotch up the continent in areas that have decent habitat and are safe for them.
Hecker says the historic site sees millions of birds of various species every year, particularly in the spring and fall, who are traveling as far as 15,000 kilometers.
Kind of surreal to me, like you see them, it just seems impossible that they can go that distance.
The birds that nest in the Arctic and the boreal forest across Canada's north coast are up here, and then when they go to migrate, they actually narrow themselves down and come through parts of Saskatchewan, and we're right in the middle of that central flyway. And then once they get past Saskatchewan, as they continue their migration, then they fan out again.
The site is the first bird sanctuary established in North America, with Canada's first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald, signing the cabinet documents back in 1887. The land is also home to Canada's first protected area set aside for wildlife. With fall migration being a great time to visit the sanctuary, Hecker reminds people that the site is open to the public year-round from dawn to dusk. Sierra D'Souza Butts, CTV News, Regina.
We have turkeys, stuffing, cranberries, and everything else that goes with a meal.
Edmonton's food bank is getting ready for one of its biggest weekends of the year. With Thanksgiving coming up, hundreds of volunteers are lending a helping hand, including Mel Parkinson, who's been pitching in for more than 3.5 years.
We're doing an excellent job. Sometimes we run a little low on food, but whatever. We make the best of what we got.
The food bank is helping roughly 2,000 more people this Thanksgiving compared to last year. It's also serving more than 43,000 people a month through its hamper program.
So we know the need is great in our community. We know people are struggling.
The organization's executive director says in the last 5 years, the number of people relying on Edmonton's food bank has nearly doubled.
Plus close to 500,000 meals and snacks through our member agencies. So that's Hope Mission, Bissell, Boyle Street. All those groups that are serving their festive meals are accessing food from our warehouse.
EPCOR is also helping, vowing to match financial contributions ahead of Thanksgiving up to $25,000.
We're really pleased that EPCOR has stepped up. Their staff teams come and volunteer with us, and of course they're doing food drives at all their EPCOR facilities as well for us.
Volunteers are hoping to stuff these hampers with as much local and fresh produce as possible.
Some people get potatoes right from somebody's garden, those carrots from people's gardens.
Donations can be dropped off at the food bank, fire stations, and grocery stores across the city. Merrick DeCash, CTV News, Edmonton.
But you can build a variety of devices. The only thing that's restricting you is your imagination.
Nicholas Vogan spends a lot of time here in his home office. He makes products on his 3D printer, assistive devices to help people with disabilities.
And a device that would fit in that box, so I can create those wide range of assistive devices and like little gizmos and gadgets.
He was a computer science student at the U of S, but a car crash in 2020 left him with a brain injury and limited use on his right side. He didn't let that keep him down. This is one of the devices he makes. It helps people focus on their reading.
It allows you to track down word by word and keep your place.
This is another one. It's currently being completed in his 3D printer. It helps people hold playing cards.
It makes them very visible and easy relatively to organize. I am looking for individuals that have needs for assistive devices, and I want to build them for them, but it's hard to connect with the individuals that have that need.
He's invested some of his own money, and he also got a grant for part of the cost of his printer from the group Makers Making Change, which assists people with disabilities.
It's all about connecting volunteer makers to people with disabilities who need low-cost assistive tech.
Makers Making Change has photos on their website of assistive devices that can be made by people like Vogan.
Things that could be 3D printed to help help somebody open a bottle of water, joysticks for adaptive gaming, or computer mouses that you use with your mouse.
Vogan is also developing an adaptive keyboard, which could be custom to any gaming device.
I love soldering, and also I can use my software expertise.
The products are relatively inexpensive and locally made at his Martinsville home. For Vogan, this isn't about making money, but more about making his life purposeful. Carla Shinkaruk, CTV News, Martinsville.
Damien André is used to making sweet things.
I'm trying to give to my customers some Belgian vibes, simple flavors, so everyone can enjoy them.
But these days, his business challenges leave a bitter taste. André says the Canada Post strike has slowed everything down at his Little Burgundy shop. From shipments coming in to orders he's trying to send out, the chocolatier says delays are piling up.
Packaging, raw material, everything that we need to finish a product.
André opened his business just a year ago. He says last year's labor dispute devastated his holiday sales. This time around, he's trying to stay a step ahead, but preparing early means digging deeper into his own pockets.
You have to take some loan, you have to have a good accountant.
And he's not the only one feeling the pressure. Some Montrealers say the mill's slowdown is creating all kinds of headaches.
I was lucky to get things I needed before the strike, like a Medicare card or a driver's license, but if not, I would have been stuck because that was the only way for them to get to me.
I know some friends, they're expecting something from immigration, and they are a little bit stressed about that.
Others, though, say they hardly notice as long as their inbox keeps working.
I'm not affected by that. For the most part.
I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker right now. In general, anything that's important, I'll get an email about.
While André is already thinking ahead of the holidays, supply delays aren't his only worry. The price of cocoa has surged, driving up his costs and shrinking his margins. In just 1 year, the price of a box of chocolates here has jumped by 20%. André is trying to keep prices fair without sacrificing quality.
We are a small artisan, so we cannot deliver like Amazon do. But we're putting all our heart and our love to our package.
As the national labor dispute carries on, André hopes Ottawa steps in before local shops pay the price. Laurence Brisson-Dubreuil, CTV News.
Although you hear them before you see them, before that, Gary Sutton says, you smell them.
They stink, but I do love them.
But sea lions lounging around this marina can't compare to his true love.
At the end of the day, they're on the menu for my favorite species, which are killer whales.
But before seeing orcas as an adult in BC, Gary befriended a dolphin in Florida as a boy.
I still remember just being completely awestruck.
Gary says he was sitting beside the ocean when a dolphin swam right up to him.
You know, I didn't really know what to do, so I just sat there with it. I got up and started walking along the seawall, and it would follow me down and do barrel rolls. And
it kept happening. For the rest of the vacation, the dolphin would approach the boy, and they would go for daily walks together.
And that you're looking down, and it's looking back at you. There's, this contemplative eye there's something deeper there.
It inspired an enduring interest in underwater animals, which later led to meeting a curious baby fur seal and one of its equally exuberant parents. It also led Gary to question his unrelated career.
And I just remember being home one night and having this really terrified moment of seeing my whole life down the road.
So the next day, Gary started looking for a way to pursue his passion and moved across the country to the West Coast.
I was just excited to come out here and chase some sort of dream.
Volunteering at an aquarium led to working as a naturalist on the ocean and eventually trying to capture orcas with his camera, including one named Blackberry.
He's kind of like the supermodel of the southern resident world.
Well, thanks to Blackberry's unique markings and charming personality, Gary was able to spot and connect with him regularly.
Actually show a bit of mutual curiosity, much like that dolphin did.
Which led Gary to get countless pictures of Blackberry in the water and one extraordinary photo of him leaping out of it.
And the fact that I was there in the right position and to capture it, to me, it's better than winning the lottery.
And now that Gary works full-time researching ocean animals, he couldn't be more grateful to that dolphin who inspired this boy to keep connecting on the water with wonder.
Life's too short to waste time and not do what you love to do.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Cowichan Bay.